back to Gamer Sanctuary. It's still Sunday. This is actually game 2. Jeff and I are going to be playing against each other. He's got his Space Marines, and I've got my Eldar. I'm going to be playing a very non-traditional me list for Eldar. A lot of units I have never used before with the new codex, so we're going to try them out. Jeff, in the meantime, is going to be playing out something you've seen from him before with his bikes, but he's also going to be using some new stuff for him too. So let's take a look at the armies. All right, so here we have my 1,500 points of Eldar for today. They're going to be led by a Farseer on a jet bike. He has 3 Warlocks with them. I've already rolled their powers. They have kind of a nice mix of everything. I've got some Embolden Horrify. I've got some Protect. I also have Enervate on one of them, which is going to be kind of useless on the jet bikes, I guess. Farseer has Fortune, Mind War, and the big blasty one, Eldritch Storm. I have another Warlock who's hanging out with these 4 jet bikers. There's one Shuriken Cannon in there. That's one of my troop choices. Another troop choice are 5 Rangers and 10 Dire Avengers with an Exarch and Dire Sword. They're in a Wave Serpent. That is my combined arms detachment, along with 3 Warwalkers and heavy support with double scatter lasers each. And 5 Shadow Specters, the Forge World Shadow Specters. Exarch has the Prism Cannon and I can't remember the upgrade, the extra D6 for leadership test upgrade. I also have a formation, the Aspect Host formation. I'm sorry, the Dire Avengers are part of the formation. They're not part of the CAD, so they are the only ones who have objectives secured. The Dire Avengers, the Fire Dragons, and the Warp Spiders all have Exarchs and all have weapon upgrades. We've got the Twin Link, the Power Blades and the Spinner Rifle here, Fusion Fire Pike over here, and then Pistol and Dire Sword there. Dragons and Avengers are in Wave Serpents with Bright Lances and Shuriken Cannons. And that's it. That is my 1,500 points of stuff you never see me take anymore. Alright, Jeff has already started, he's actually deployed his army except for these guys and the stuff in reserve, so I'm just going to go through it left to right. We've got an attack leg with a multi-melta, combat squad and scout squad with sniper rifles. They're going to infiltrate. There is a command squad with bikes that just have close combat weapons. The chapter master with a thunderhammer and a storm shield. There's another bike squad in here with combi grav and grav guns and a thunderfire cannon from the tech marine right there. He's just got a nice little window to shoot out of. Sakaran battle tank with las cannons. Love those things. You're going to roll a 1 when you try to move it. You know it. Master of the Forge with conversion beamer on a bike. That's a nice little trick Jeff's been using lately. Tactical squad in a drop pod with, it looks like Meltas. A Storm Talon in reserve with what kind of missiles?
The Skyhammer.
The Skyhammer missiles, and then a Storm Raven, also in reserve. Is it loaded out that way? Last cannons, multi-melted, and Hurricane Bolters? Awesome. So there we go. There's his 1,500 points. Jeff actually has the first turn. We are going to be playing Contact Lost, which is my favorite Maelstrom mission. It's the one where you have to hold objectives to get to draw cards. I'm going to get to deploy, and then I'll try to seize, and then we'll come back right after that, and I'll try to get the seizing on camera. Here we are after my deployment. I've got my 2 Wave Serpents lined up behind the building. Notice there is only one little gap right there, and that Sakaran can't see through it to shoot down my Wave Serpents. Jet bikes over here, the Seer Council jet bikes. They're also out of line of sight. Should be. I tried to get them there. I think I might have bumped my head forward, so I'm going to have to double check that. And these guys are way over here, getting ready to grab some objectives. I have my infiltrators hiding underneath here.
It's like 10.
Just so you can see them, and they're out of line of sight from everybody and not within 12 inches of the Sakaran, so they're good. Oh, Jeff has to put his guys out. He's still got to put his scouts somewhere on the table. So we'll come back after he does that. All right, Jeff made his infiltrating, and then we both did our scout moves. He's got one squad that infiltrated behind this building out of line of sight, and they scouted up into it. Those guys, the second combat squad just kind of stayed right there in their bunker. That building and these woods are both fortified from the 2 tech marines Jeff has. And my guys who are down here scouted up to get a better line of sight. We're going to roll to see if I can't seize the initiative, though. On a 6, I get to go first. No, that's a 3, so Jeff has the first turn. Top of turn 1, the snipers shot at and killed one of the jet bikes over here. I did not jink with them, even though they had a lot of fire coming at their way. The conversion beamer way in the corner shot at them and scattered back, just hit the one guy, and Jeff rolls a 1 to wound. The orbital bombardment from the chapter master came and tried to target my Farseer's group and scattered way off the table, like Jeff always does for some reason. It never hits. Over here, let's see, a Thunderfire cannon in the ruins had to indirect fire, and they targeted the bikes over here. I didn't jink because it's only AP 5, so my 3-up armor was good, and it scattered back this way. With all the flipping, it clipped 2 of them, and I made both my saves. Bikes, Sakaran, and these snipers, though, finished off 4 of my Rangers, but he made his leadership check. He's okay, so I'll still be able to grab that objective in my turn. which is coming up right now, actually. We do have night fighting, like I said. Oh, and Jeff forgot his drop pod. Good job. Good job. Bottom of turn 1, my jet bikes came screaming up here, shot at, and then tried to assault the scouts here. I killed 2 of them, and because I did, I failed my charge on a 2. I have no fleet with jet bikes, so I could not get in there to finish them off and grab that objective. So I did not score objective 2, because we both are objective secured units. I ignored the chapter master. I got fortune up on my Seer Council bikes. I did try to, what did I try to do? I tried to protect them as well and horrify these guys, but they failed both my psychic tests from the warlocks. Shot at these guys with shuriken cannons, and then 12-inch jet bike jumped back on top of the building. Both my wave serpents came around this way. That one went flat out to grab the objective right there for next turn, and one to the Dire Avengers shot at and did nothing to the Sikaran. This guy actually whipped out a shuriken pistol because he moved down to the objective and then sniped the biker right in the face. One biker went down, and that's it. So I killed 1 biker and 2 scouts in my turn. Night fighting is over. Lots of cover saves still. Jeff has all his reserves he gets to roll for. The drop pod's going to come in automatically. We're going to just grant that. And everything else, he's got the 2 flyers to roll, and we'll see what comes on. So right now, 1-0 is the score. Top of turn 2, Jeff gets the Storm Talon in, and we brought the drop pod in too. But the Storm Raven stayed off. The bikers came around here, encircled that scout, and destroyed him. Jeff's mission was to secure objective 4 and to clear one of my guys off an objective and take it himself. So he actually scored 5 points just from this objective. He got first blood, secure objective 4, and what's it called again? The Emperor's Retribution. So and of course he rolls his D3 to see how many points. Gets 2 points, but his Warlord trait allows him to reroll to give him 3. So 5 points right there. The Sikaran shot at and took a hull point off of this Wave Serpent. I used my Serpent Shield to drop the pen down. It is jinking. That Wave Serpent got immobilized by the Melting Gun and Crack Grenade. Over here, the bike squad got wiped out by everything. The bikers, the scouts, Thunderfire Cannon, I believe, shot at it. Took them all off. I couldn't make saves. Everything else that could shoot at these guys, the snipers and the conversion beamer, I made my invuln saves. I didn't even have to use fortune. Oh, and missiles from the Storm Talon. So bottom of turn 2, I'm going to see if my 3 reserve units come in and then try to fight back a little bit. But right now it's kind of hard. I only have 1 objective to draw cards for. Alright, bottom of turn 2. Let's see, let's start back over here. Dire Avengers got out and shot at the Tactical Marines, only killed 3 of them. Fire Dragons got out, only killed 1, and the Marines are holding, so that kind of sucked. My Warwalkers came in over here on this flank, and they came in here, shot at, took 2 hull points off the Sikaran, and then ran to kind of block in the Master of the Forge on his bike. That was, I think, kind of nasty. And then I got a lucky Bright Lance Snapfire from the immobilized Wave Serpent to blow up the Sikaran. I feel better about that. This guy came flying out here. My original aim was to have the dragons be able to jump into that next turn, but that's not going to happen. They didn't do anything. They shot at the bikes. Jeff made all his cover saves for them. Warp Spiders deep struck back here, ran into the building, killed the Thunderfire Cannon, or killed the Tech Marine on the Thunderfire Cannon, and stayed there. They're in a good spot where they can't be seen by anything, so they're not going to warp jump out. My Farseer and his buddies came down in the middle of the table, fortuned themselves, tried to mind war the Tech Marine, failed, guided these guys too. And then turbo boosted in the shooting phaser right here because I have behind enemy lines as one of my objectives. Sure enough, though, I only roll a 2, so I only got 1 single point from it. I failed to get objective 2 again, so I discarded it, and at the moment I'm really in trouble because I'm not holding objectives. I need to clean him off stuff, and I'm not going to be able to draw cards next turn. So Jeff is kind of in a good position. 6-1 is the score. We're moving on to turn 3. All right, Jeff is proving that if you fall behind in this mission that it's really hard to catch up because he is holding 5 objectives, so he gets to draw 5 cards. And because he was holding them, he automatically was going to score 3. He scored 5 with his troop choice right there, right off the bat, because unless I killed him in combat, which wasn't going to happen in his turn, it wasn't going to happen at all. He also had Blood and Guts, and for the Emperor, so he got an effective charge off with the bikes, shot at and killed the Fire Dragons with everybody, turned around with the Bolters and some of the other fire from the Storm Talon and whatnot, dropped me down to 3 Dire Avengers right there. So I'm still in trouble.
That doesn't look
over here, nothing came this way. The Master of the Forge shot at the Warwalkers, hit one of them with his conversion beamer, but I made my invuln save. Then he charged them, and we just kind of slapped at each other and did nothing. I hit 1 time on Overwatch out of 24 shots. That was terrible. These snipers shot down here at the Warp Spiders. They flicker jumped this way, and then the multi-melter shot here, but I made my cover save, so that was good. And that's it. Bottom of turn 3 coming up. I'm going to see if I get my Shadow Specters in, and maybe they'll be able to do something. I don't know. Bottom of turn 3, my Dire Avengers. Actually, my Shadow Specters came in, and they combined with the Dire Avengers to shoot at them. Then the Avengers charged and killed the tactical squad here. But my 2 Wave Serpents could not finish off the Bikers. They both shot their shields off, and they're still fighting for this objective. So actually, this is contested. Nobody's holding it because they're not troops. Nobody is troops. They're from a formation. The drop pod is just a hair out, so it can't do anything. Jet Bike shot at and then charged the scouts here. There's 1 scout left, and he's holding like a boss. But he failed his hit and run roll. So did the Tech Marine over here. Those guys just kind of slapped at each other. I made Jeff make 3 2-up saves, and I made one of my power field saves from him. And that's it. Oh, the Warp Spiders moved, battle focused, shot at, and they haven't done. And they did their assault jetpack jump to get closer to the objective, but they're not close enough. So I just kept them into the cover just to hide them. These guys do have a jetpack jump to make though. I mean, I'm going to make theirs shortly. So they're probably not going to stay right there. We'll see how well I roll. Moving now into turn 4. I scored 0 points, by the way. So Jeff still has a 10-1 lead. Yuck. All right, top of turn 4, and this game is getting ridiculously out of control. Jeff drew Secure Objective 4, Secure Objective 6 he still had. He drew Kingslayer as well. And as you can see, my Farseer and Bikes are all dead because the command squad just rolled over them. Couldn't even kill a scout. That was bad. I'm down to 1 Dire Avenger right here, thanks to bolters and grab guns from the Storm Raven and the Bikes. Storm Raven uses multi-melt and last cannon to blow up the Wave Serpent right there. And then the Storm Talon shot down here and killed a couple of the Shadow Specters. He is actually in hover mode now, sitting on that building. Did not immobilize himself, but he is holding that objective. So it's real bad. Jeff just scored a crap load of points. It's 18-1, I believe, right now. We're going into bottom of my turn 4. Bottom of turn 4, I actually had an objective because Jeff left it for me, and I drew Secure Objective 5, which is that objective. So I was like all pumped, I got a point. Super cool right there. Nothing else happened though much in this game. I did kill 2 Bikers over here with some shooting from my Warp Spiders, who came out, shot, and jumped back. And then over here with the Wave Serpent, he killed 1 with a Shuriken Cannon. The Shadow Specters, I hit 3 times, so I combined them into a single Strength 9 AP 1-shot. I'm sorry, Strength 8 AP 1-shot. And then promptly rolled a 2 on my pen roll for a 10. And it did nothing to the Storm Talon, and he failed his Jink roll, so it would have been great. An AP 1 hit on him would have made me real happy. Anyway, we were about ready to move on with the turn, then we remembered the combat in the corner, and as you can see, there's no more Tech Marine because I hit 3 times, wounded 2 times, and I said, go ahead, Jeff, roll that double 1. And there it is. There's his double 1 for his Tech Marine saves. So I stomped him to death with my Warwalkers, and they're about ready to get pummeled by the Chapter Master. So we're going to move into turn 5. Jeff is going to have 1, 2, 3 cards, 4 cards right here. He's going to get to draw 4 cards, and 18-2 is the score. All right, this game is really getting out of hand because, again, I can't hold objectives. Jeff keeps pushing me off it. Bikers came up here and then charged the Dire Avenger, killed him. Turned around, shot at, and blew up one of the Warwalkers with the Storm Raven. Storm Talon killed 2 more of the Shadow Specters. The Exarch is still alive. The Bikes charged into the Warp Spiders, killed the Exarch in a challenge, but that was it for the Chapter Master. That's all he managed to do. And then I killed 1 more. He killed 1 more guy, but I made my leadership check, and then they hit and ran out. Tried to get that objective, but I didn't get close enough. So they are staying right there. I still get to draw no cards because the Bikes have objective secured and are preventing me from drawing anything on my mobilized Wave Serpent. Jeff scored 6 more points, so it's 24-2 right now. We're still fighting on the bottom of turn 5 because we don't ever stop.
Never surrender.
Never surrender, that's right. All right, bottom of turn 5, we're going to call it. I did my best to try to take out that Storm Raven. I got a glance with my Bright Lance and 1 more glance with my Scatter Lasers, but he's got 1 whole point left. Strength 5 on the Warwalkers can't touch his armor 12, so I really have no chance to kick him out of the sky. I tried the 2 lance shots here and failed to do anything. And then I tried a big massive charge. I rolled a 3 and then a 2 on my charge range. That failed. I did finally manage to kill these pesky Scots with these Warp Spiders. It is amazing how fast Warp Spiders are. I shot them off the table. They failed all their saves. And that's it. But we're going to call the game right now. Jeff has a resounding 24-2 victory. But it was still a lot of fun. Like I said, I get to dust off some units. I don't get to play much. And we had some good times. So thanks for watching. Keep paying attention to this channel, the Facebook page, and the blog, because we're going to start posting information on Foodhammer very shortly. We should have a date up any day now, and along with some of the special rules for the event. So thanks for watching.